Okay then, it's good to see you've gotten this far. With all that stuff you've got, you're starting to look like a real herder.
Really?
Yeah, sure, but it takes a lot more than fancy footwork and magical instruments to become a great herder. You need to know the basics first, and I'm just the fella to tell you. Right then, this thing here shows your progress for the area you're in. You can check on your progress by pressing the select button. Now, if you look, there's you and one of those nasty grumps. Oh, you see those locks there? Well, those show the amount of creatures you'll need to open a path, or how much you need before one of those gypsies will let you through. Now, the more creatures you successfully herd, the better you're doing and the more progress you make. But if any of your creatures die, the grump will chomp along the bar, and once he's eaten a lock, it means you can no longer access the next area. Don't give up, though. You can always have another try if the grump eats the lock you really wanted. It sounds pretty complicated, but once you've got the hang of things, you'll find it a lot easier. One last thing. Once you've unlocked a path, you can go to the gypsy at any time and ask her to take you to a new area. Well, I guess I'll see you around then.
Like to go to Midmear?
sorry. My name's Gertie.
Hello there, Gertie. I am Skybird.
Don't those creatures bother you?
They bother me greatly, my boy. I have lived here many, many years and can find no means to be rid of them.
Wow. Don't you get hungry just sitting there?
Ah, yes. Yes, I do. But every now and again, one of those little devils jumps a little too close, and bam! They aren't the most pleasant-tasting critters, and the fur makes them hard to swallow.
Ugh. I could get rid of them if you like.
I would be most grateful, but you'll need to get the magic flute hidden behind these doors.
Shall I leave this area? Sorry.
It's, okay. It's not your fault.
What you doing here?
This is Midmear. We magicians live here and make potions for people all over the island.
But I don't see any others.
That's because everyone else has gone on holiday. They've left me to make all the potions while they've gone fishing. I'll never get all these potions done in time. I don't suppose you know anything about magic.
Me? Nah. I'm a shepherd, on my way to the tournament.
You're going to the tournament? I'd love to go to the tournament. I've made a magic flute and wanted somewhere to try it out, but now I have to stay here and finish all this work.
Magic flute?
Yep, all my own work, too. Say, you wouldn't like to pit your skills against my flute, would you?
Sure, I could do with some practice.
Yes! I get a chance to try out my flute. Let's go!
was incredible. You even beat my flute.
Thanks.
Here, you should have this.
But are you sure?
Of course that's what I made it for. It's a shepherd's flute, and you're a shepherd.
Thanks. Shall I leave this area?
Hey there, it's me again. Wow, is that the wizard's magic flute you've got? You just keep on getting new stuff, don't you? I tell you, the way you're going, that Sadorf better watch out.
I won it off the wizard. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
I'd say I've never seen one of those outside of Midmear before. Normally, the wizards keep those things for themselves.
Do you know how it works?
It's been a while since I've seen one, but if I remember rightly, let me see. Oh, yes, that's it. When you play a tune on the flute, some of the creatures on the island will be drawn to its beautiful sound. Once they're under its spell, they can't help but follow you.
Wow, that's great. It's just what I need.
Now, there is a downside to it. When you play the flute, you won't be able to run as quickly as normal. It leaves you open to attack.
What kind of creatures like its tune?
The wizards use flutes to herd the bleeps around here.
Are they the purple things around here?
Yep, those things are all over Midmear. They love high places, you see. If there's anywhere that's high, they'll find it and jump off. Unlike the dupes, they can be taken off any cliff or ledge and they'll glide safely to the ground. But they can't float and swim like the dupes can. So if they land in water, I'm afraid they'll be up to the golden meadow in the sky.
Oh, I'll try and remember that then.
Well, I could tell you about them for hours, but you'll soon find out for yourself. Right, I'm out of here. Hey there, how's the adventure going?
Okay, I guess. The tournament seems a lot further than I thought, though.
Tell me about it. I travel all over this island, and that sure is one long trip you've got. Maybe I can help you out a little. What we got here, then? Oh, you see those little yellow things over there? Well, those fellas are honks. They absolutely adore swimming in any water they can find. They may look a little feeble, but they can survive quite a lot, you know. If you jump from a high ledge, most creatures will die, except those crazy bleeps. Well, the honks can survive any fall if there's even a tiny puddle of water beneath them. You'll also need to know about honklings. They're baby honks who haven't cracked out of their eggs yet. To herd them, you'll need to get them to hatch. I've never seen them hatch without their parents being nearby, though, so maybe that's the answer. You get all of that?
I think so.
All right, then. I'll be off then. Hey there, I guess it's time for a little help again. Well, let's see what I can do for you now then. Ah, yes! I do believe those little fellas over there are new to you.
What are they? They don't look like anything I've seen so far on the island.
Well, those are blurps. They aren't really hurting creatures, so they won't affect your score. Actually, the best use I've found for them is grump food. When I've been chased in the past by those blasted grumps, I've found that they'd much rather have a bite of a blurp than a tough little old mole like me. You see, grumps are very stupid creatures indeed. They don't really think about what they eat. The blurps are very poisonous indeed, and can give a grump a terrible stomachache. While a grump is feeling ill, it won't chase you or your herding creatures. Hope you got all of that. Best be off now.
Like to go to the Elven Wood?
Hello there.
Hi.
Excuse me? You see, I'm on my way to the great tournament, and
The tournament? Oh, on your way to the tournament, are you? So, you're a shepherd, are you?
Yeah.
Well, it just so happens that I am on my way to the tournament too, so you might as well turn back.
What?
Look, kid, I hold the Elven Horn. I'm unbeatable. You can't win.
Elven Horn?
Yep, the legendary Elven Horn, to be held only by the greatest shepherd in these woods. That's me.
Well, I'm not turning back. And if that means I have to beat you, I will.
You're going to beat me?
That's right.
Okay, let's settle this now, shall we?
Sure. Okay.
All right, then. Let's see if you can beat my herding record for these woods.
Then I get your horn, right?
Huh?
Well, if I beat your record, I will be the greatest shepherd in the woods. And you said the horn should be held by only the greatest herder in the woods.
I suppose so. Okay, but you don't stand a chance.
We'll see. So how'd I do?
You couldn't.
What? What's wrong?
You beat me.
Yes! I won the magic horn.
Hey, look at you! I see you've got a nice new magical instrument.
Yeah, I won it off Ephraim.
It's about time someone knocked him off his high horse.
I feel kind of bad about beating his time.
Don't! That was an amazing time you put in there. How about I tell you a little about how the horn works?
Sure, why not?
Well, okay then. Because of its noise, most creatures will run away from it. However, there are some that are attracted to it and will come and investigate. Whether this is a benefit or not is up to you. Just as a warning, though, the grumps really hate the sound it makes. They'll drop whatever they're doing to come and get you if they hear it. Whoa there, lad! You don't want to be mucking about here.
Huh? What do you mean?
Go to some other places before you try this route. You'll need the magic hammer from that old rascal Porrick. He lives in a cave at the top of the world. Go back to Valley Floor and see if you can find a route up. You might find a chat with old Jake useful first. He mines in the gorge to the north of Valley Floor.
Would you like to go back to Midmear?